Our hearts want to believe in the good in people, and we hope there's a solution for the world. But if we're not careful, we can get hurt. Unfortunately, some people have bad intentions and will cross our paths. You've probably encountered someone who's truly mean, someone who hurts others without care and takes advantage of their weaknesses. Often, these behaviors are so subtle that we don't even realize we're dealing with a bad person. Let's talk about some signs that show you're dealing with someone like that. Some people will always try to make you feel guilty or pretend to be your friend when they're around, only to speak badly about you behind your back. It's important to stay aware because sometimes outsiders will try to disrupt your peace, but other times it could be people from your own family. Family is a blessing, no doubt, but sadly, some people lean toward their worst selves. In this video, I'll show you 10 signs you're dealing with a bad person and what you should do when you encounter them. Before we dive into the first sign, if you're someone who values learning about life and gaining wisdom, take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe for more insight. You can also share your experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories about encountering difficult people and how you handled it. One important truth to keep in mind: people want to see you do well, but never better than them. Let's get started with the first sign. 1. They find pleasure in others' pain. Bad people often feel joy when they see others suffer. If someone seems to enjoy others' pain, whether they laugh or smile when witnessing someone's struggles, it's a clear sign you're dealing with a bad person. This shows a total lack of empathy and can lead to them deliberately creating harmful situations for their own entertainment. For example, imagine a coworker who mocks your stress instead of offering help, or a friend who jokes about your problems rather than being supportive. Such people may even provoke bad situations just to enjoy watching others suffer. These attitudes reveal a cruel nature, and it's important to recognize these signs early and distance yourself from them. Protect your emotional well-being. 2. They have a need to control your life. Bad people are extremely controlling. They feel powerless unless they can dictate every aspect of their own lives and yours. They'll manipulate and dominate situations to ensure everything goes their way. Think of a boss who insists on micromanaging, not to help, but to maintain control. Or a friend who always decides where you go and what you do without considering your opinion. This need for control can be suffocating and dangerous, often leading to emotional manipulation. It's crucial to recognize this behavior and set boundaries to maintain your independence and emotional health. 3. You feel uncomfortable around them. One of the clearest signs you're dealing with a bad person is a strange feeling of discomfort when you're around them. You might feel tired, restless, or uneasy without knowing exactly why. This could be your instincts warning you. For example, at a family gathering, one person might make you feel tense or uncomfortable, even if they aren't doing anything overtly wrong. Or maybe a coworker's presence makes you feel anxious or drained. Your body often picks up on signals that your conscious mind doesn't. If you constantly feel uneasy around someone, it's a sign they may not have good intentions, and you should pay attention to those feelings. 4. They avoid responsibility. Bad people never take responsibility for their actions. They always blame others when things go wrong and play the victim. They don't admit mistakes and make you feel like you need to apologize for them. For instance, a coworker might make a mistake on a project but immediately point the finger at you, creating a toxic environment. Or a friend who constantly gets into trouble never admits it's their fault. They'll always blame external factors. This behavior is emotionally draining and can erode your self-esteem over time. Recognizing this pattern is key to maintaining your mental health and setting boundaries with people who refuse to own up to their actions. 5. They have a habit of lying. Bad people often lie, whether to benefit themselves or just for the thrill of it. They don't value honesty or your trust. Think of a coworker who exaggerates or makes up stories to stand out. or a friend who lies about their plans when they just don't want to be with you. These lies may seem small at first, but can erode trust over time. People who lie frequently show that they don't respect you or your relationship. Recognizing and addressing these lies is crucial for maintaining healthy relationships. 6. They show no remorse. Bad people lack remorse. They don't feel guilty about their actions and will manipulate situations to make you doubt your perception of reality. For example, a colleague might take credit for your work and then justify their actions when confronted. They never feel bad, only making excuses. This manipulation shows a lack of empathy and concern for others. Recognizing this is important for protecting your emotional health, as people who don't feel guilty for their harmful behavior can continue causing you pain without consequence. 7. They're openly cruel. Some bad people are openly cruel, hurting others with their words or actions, and finding satisfaction in it. Think of a coworker who mocks you in front of others, or a friend who makes jokes about your insecurities. These actions aren't just insensitive. They reveal a lack of empathy and enjoyment in seeing others hurt. Recognizing cruelty and distancing yourself from these people is essential for protecting your emotional and physical well-being. 8. Friends and family warn you about them. If the people closest to you express concerns about someone's character, take those warnings seriously. They may have witnessed harmful behaviors in the past. It's easy to ignore these signs when you're emotionally invested, but your loved ones want what's best for you. If multiple people raise concerns, it's a strong indicator that something isn't right. 9. They show contempt. Bad people often show contempt, making you feel inferior. They criticize your appearance, interests, or dreams, all to undermine your confidence. Don't let these people shape your perception of yourself. You deserve to be treated with respect, and those who constantly belittle you should be kept at a distance. 10. They abuse animals. Cruelty towards animals is a clear sign of deeper character issues. If someone abuses or neglects animals, it reveals a lack of empathy and emotional control. Studies show a link between animal abuse and violent behavior toward people. If you notice someone treating animals badly, consider distancing yourself and, if necessary, report the behavior. 11. Lack of empathy. One of the most telling signs of a bad person is their complete lack of empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, and without it, individuals are incapable of truly caring about how their actions affect those around them. Bad people, on the other hand, are often indifferent to the suffering of others, and fail to show any compassion in situations where it's clearly needed. Imagine a coworker who hears about a tragedy in someone's life, but responds with indifference or a dismissive comment. Instead of offering support, they might even make light of the situation or show annoyance, the inconvenience it brings. This cold detachment reveals an emotional void and a serious lack of concern for the well-being of others. If you notice someone consistently failing to show empathy in situations that require it, it's a clear indicator that you're dealing with a person who lacks basic human compassion, a major red flag for their character. People who lack empathy often justify their hurtful actions and find ways to shift the blame, leaving you emotionally drained and vulnerable to further harm. 12. Excessive jealousy. Excessive jealousy is another sign that you're dealing with a toxic person. While mild jealousy is a natural human emotion, bad people take it to another level, allowing it to consume them and drive their action. They often can't stand the idea of others succeeding, especially when it comes at the expense of their own perceived status. Their jealousy manifests as an attempt to undermine your happiness, achievements, or relationships. Consider a friend who never seems happy for you when you accomplish something great. Instead of celebrating your successes, they downplay your achievements or make passive-aggressive comments like, "It must be nice to get lucky like that." Or, "I'm sure anyone could have done the same." This kind of response is a sign that the person harbors deep-seated jealousy, and they may go as far as sabotaging your progress, to make themselves feel better. Excessive jealousy leads to toxic competition and unhealthy relationships, whether it's in friendships, romantic partnerships, or the workplace. Bad people will always try to outdo or tear down others in an attempt to elevate themselves. Recognizing this behavior early will save you a lot of emotional turmoil in the long run. 13. Exploiting others. Bad people often exploit others for their own gain, whether it's for personal, financial, or emotional reasons. These individuals see people as tools they can use to achieve their goals, without any regard for the harm they cause along the way. They take advantage of your kindness, generosity, or vulnerability, and manipulate situations to benefit themselves. Think of someone who only reaches out when they need a favor, never offering anything in return, or even acknowledging your support. These people are always on the lookout for opportunities to benefit from someone else's hard work or resources, without ever giving back. They might borrow money and never repay it, or constantly ask for your help, but disappear the moment you need something in return. Once you recognize that someone is only around when it benefits them, it's important to set firm boundaries, protect yourself from further exploitation. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like it, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on life and wisdom. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And let's all work to protect our peace.